Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock back with a second message for you all today. So, I got an email from a young lady just now, and I decided to make a recording on this because I know where she is because I've been there once, maybe about 6 years ago. So, have you ever been in a season, or are you currently in a season where it seems like God is blessing everybody around you, but He's skipping you? That's not a good place to be, even for the most confident, secure individual, because sometimes what will happen is it'll actually happen during your dry season. Because see, if you're not in your dry season, you're on top of your game, right? So if you're on top of your game, it doesn't matter who's getting blessed around you, because you're getting blessed too. You're in your lane. But in your dry season, for whatever reason that may be, God is stripping you for whatever reason that may be. Maybe, again, to increase you, or He have to strip you of some things that you did on your own and He had no part of. Whatever reason why you're in your dry season, sometimes it seems like everybody else around you is getting blessed. And sometimes it's not that. It just seems as if they're getting blessed all around you, because you're not. You're in your dry season. Again, when you're in your season of abundance, people are still getting blessed around you, but you're really not paying attention to it because you're too busy doing your own thing. But in your dry season, you're stuck, you're stagnant, you're bored, you're lonely, you're sad, you're miserable. So what happens? Satan starts to flash your sister, your brother, your cousin, your coworker, everybody around you is blessed, honey. People are getting married. People are getting their businesses thriving. They got a new job, a new car, honey, a new house. And it's all in your face on social media. They're sending you pictures and you're like, congratulations. And normally you will mean it from the bottom of your heart, and you probably do now too. But it's still that little thing like, God, really? Why are you playing me, Lord? Like, I'm doing way more giving than these people ever did. I was way more obedient than these people. Don't even talk about you, God, and they're blessed. Listen, I promise you guys, I've only experienced that one time, because listen, it only took one dry season for me, honey, to wake up and get it right and determine not to get back there. It only took one dry season. But I want to say this: your time is coming. Now, when you're in that dry season, it seems like it is forever. It seems like nothing, no door's about to open. None. You really seem like this is where you're going to be for the rest of your life. Well, the devil is a liar, honey. Seasons changes. And you have to be mindful that the individual who's being, shown to you, these people have had dry seasons. You don't know how dry or what kind of dry, but they've had dry seasons. And guess what? They were watching you, or others were watching you when you were in your season of abundance. Seasons changes. So the season will shift it again. The thing is, have you received all your messages, all your downloads? Have you done everything that God is requiring you to do? Because again, if you're not doing it, you prolong the dry season. The dry season is about teaching you. So it's important to seek the message. How do you seek the message? First and foremost, you ask God. I think some people try to put God in this big, listen, just ask Him. When you're alone in that dark house, your dark room, and whatever, you might be homeless. If you're in your car, just ask God. Say, God, please show me. What am I supposed to be doing? Because I don't know, because I've done everything on my own. So can you just show me what it is that I'm doing wrong, or how do I end this crazy dry season? He will. He will use people out the blue to come in and give you revelation and confirmation. If you sit still long enough, however it is that you hear from God, because we all hear from God differently, you'll hear from Him. And then Satan will try to play with your mind like, no, girl, no, boy, that was not no God, and then you start to doubt yourself, because mind you, if you're insecure, when you're in your dark, dry, insecure season, your confidence is not even up. So you really start thinking like, man, that was no God. I'm gonna be broke for the rest of my life. That was not God. And then God will start to use people to give you revelation. Like I may be a revelation and confirmation for you right now. Confirmation, I meant to say. I always say go to God first for the revelation, and then look for others for confirmation. So I may be your confirmation right now. Like, listen, sis, listen, brother, your dry season is about to be over. But are you prolonging it by not doing the work? Are you prolonging it by not removing those people God is trying to remove? Yes, it hurts. Yes, it's uncomfortable. But if God has been clear to remove that person, and if you stay disobedient, you are going to prolong your dry season. Have God asked you to relocate? Have God asked you to leave a job, but you don't see any job in sight, and you're fearful that if you leave the job, you can't pay your bills? If God is telling you to leave, there's some kind of backup. There is a backup plan. He's about to bless you. So, but be very clear you're hearing from God. I'm not telling you to leave your job, honey. I'm not saying that. Be very, very clear that you're hearing from God. Whatever it is that God is telling you to do, but you got to sit still to receive the download. Our storm lingers most times because of us. Think about it. If you're in the storm, most times it's about receiving a message. You got to hear from God. So think about it. If God wants us to hear a message or learn a lesson in the storm or during a dry season, why would it have to last 5 years? It makes no sense. Mine lasted about 2.5 years because I just couldn't figure the thing out, honey. I just couldn't figure out what God wanted me to do. I didn't know. I'm like, God, what is it? What do you want from me? And he said, I want you to give up control. You said you were tired of being so strong and having to always drive the ship for everybody. You said it, Kizzy. You said, Lord, I'm tired of being strong for everybody. So, okay, boo. I need you to give up control and learn to trust me. But no, I can't put my hands in it. I need to feel safe. I don't feel safe. I got to put my hands in it. And I know some of you are like that, honey. Oh, and I would keep I would say, okay, God, I'm take my hands up off of it. 5 minutes later, my hands right back in it. Trying to tell God how to do his job, honey. So he will back right off. He will back off and let you have it. Like, all right, boo, you got it? All right. And then when I go looking for him, okay, God, I'm sorry. Please. I promise I won't touch it again. Then he come back. And what do I do? Put my hands right back in it. So it was a process. It was a long process. But if I'm honest enough to say, if I had been obedient as hard as it was and really strive to... I just had a flashback, honey. If I had really been obedient, and determined to do everything during that time, my storm should have not lasted 2.5 years. It was me. I take full responsibility and accountability. It was me, because I knew what God needed me to do. He told me early on. So if you're in that dry season, Satan is dangling everybody in your face who's being blessed, honey. These people calling your phone, girl, you're not gonna believe this. Boy, you're not gonna believe this. I just got a new barbershop. Honey, we got approved for the mortgage. All in your face. Satan is so dirty. But guess what? Use it as encouragement. Right? Now, you still want to be happy for these people. Now, you don't want to be petty. You want to still be genuinely happy for these people, because you know yours is coming. So use that as motivation in your mind. Be like, yes, I'm happy. Like you really are. But in the back of your mind, you're thinking like, girl, mine going to be bigger. Mine's going to be bigger. It's a healthy competition. You feel me? So I get it. To you who email me, trust me, I get it. Like I said, I only had to go through that one time, but that one time, it seemed like everybody around me was getting breakthrough. And I was, honey, my low self-esteem was to the floor. Well, yeah, nope. My self-esteem was to the floor. I won't even lie. My self-esteem was to the floor. Now, nobody in the outside could have seen that, but I just felt like, man, something got to happen here now. And I promise you, when I finally made a determination to be obedient, and say, okay, God, I'm going to take my hands off of controlling every darn thing. I'm going to just let you lead. I'm going to sit in the passenger side. And I promise you that storm ended. And the beautiful thing about when the storm ends, so many blessings comes at once. Because see, if it's taking years, all these blessings that God wanted to release, he's stacking them up for you. You know, God is wonderful. He's not going to just give your blessings away or let it fall by the wayside. He's stacking those things up for you. He's waiting on you. So finally, when you, whatever it is that you have to surrender, whatever your thing is, your thing, boom. When that storm ends, it's going to shift overnight. You won't even have a sign that storm is about to end. In fact, you're going to already get so content in being miserable, you won't even be looking for the storm to end. Because it wouldn't make any sense in the physical realm. Nothing makes sense. You don't have anything. There's no doors opening. You're still miserable and lonely and miserable. And boom, the blessing arrived. The job comes. The old person call you and say they have a blessing. Whatever you're waiting on, it will literally happen overnight. And when it happens, them blessings are going to be literally as if a levee broke. They're going to come in so rapidly and so abundantly. Your head will spin. Your head will fall off like a bobblehead because you're not going to believe how many blessings God has waiting on you. And then guess what? It is now your season of abundance. So don't get petty now. Don't like start giving people side eye because their blessing is coming. Because listen, when your season open up for you, they may be hitting the dry season. It just all depends. Or you both may be in the season of abundance, So, yes, just keep holding on. Your season is coming. You are not going to be broke forever. You're not going to be jobless forever. You're not going to be miserable forever. Right now is your preparation time. Your waiting time should be your prepping time. Because you want to be prepared for when these blessings come in and know how to handle them. Because again, if you haven't get yourself mentally prepared, they're going to overwhelm you because it's going to be so rapidly. So you got to know how to handle it. So anyway, keep holding on, girl. Seasons changes. It's your girl.